Hello everybody and welcome to the Cardboard Cooperative. This is your host Magna, and today we will be taking the first bite out of Moonsigil Atlas. Moonsigil Atlas is a brand new roguelike experience that has just dropped that promises no energy and no limit to what you can do as long as you have the space for it. Let's go ahead and dive right in and see what this is about. We'll do a new run. Beldrin, the Lost Chronicler, 55. I wonder what that means. Draws cards, multiplies damage. A collector of ancient lore who seeks to uncover the mysteries of the destroyed Luna Tree civilization. And then three characters in total with starting decks, I'm assuming, for each one of them, different archetypes that they can fit into. Sounds awesome. So what does he have? Dissipate, remove a non-hostile sigil from the board, or Starfall, rune, apply 4 shield to this rune's region on play, or deal 4 damage 2 times. Cool. All right, so the big draw for this game is that you do not have energy to be able to play your cards. Everything is in these sigils, so kind of like Tetris, in which you will be, I'm assuming, putting these onto a board and trying to fit as many of them onto a board as possible. But I haven't seen much else besides the trailer. Let's just dive right in, get a run going, and we'll see where we go from there and see how we like it. Whoa, okay. Cool. Wow, that is a cool godlike design right there. Also really creepy. Greetings, frail one. I am the shackled. I can't make an ethereal voice. All right. I don't know how to sound ethereal. No longer dormant are the 3 Astral Titans, primordial beings with an unceasing hunger for life, stars, and any other glimmer of light in the endless void. Dispatch these traitors, return to me, and I will reward you generously. You may use my atlas to navigate the stars. Oh, look, it's Slay the Spire. How long has it been since I've seen you vertical map? Other games have done a lot of horizontal mapping. It's been a little while since I've done a vertical map. All right, let's go ahead and see if there's a tutorial. Is there a... I mean, it's nice that it gives me tooltips as I'm hovering over each of these stars. That's pretty cool. Always useful to know what's going on. Is there a glossary for what all of these symbols mean, though? It does not look like it. Okay, sure, that's fine. Let's jump into combat and hopefully there's... Okay, that's freaking awesome. All right. Okay, I am liking the visual style so far. That's pretty nifty. Every turn you draw 5 cards from your draw pile. Discard pile, you play a card, it goes into your discard pile. You also discard any unplayed cards at the end of your turn. All right, so far so roguelike deck builder. Playing cards. To play a card, drag it from your hand onto the moon. The entire shape must fit. Defeat enemies by playing cards that deal damage. You can advance when all enemies are defeated. All right, so we're probably going to get into some multi-enemy combat at some point. So I can choose this. Does it rotate? Does it auto-rotate? I can rotate into whatever shape I want it to be. Well, any orientation I want it to be, as long as it fits within the actual shape of the moon. Cool. I'm going to mess this up a lot. There are going to be a lot of unoptimal plays. I'm entirely sure things are going to go very wrong for me. However, I'm looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and do this. So we get bolt, and then we get another bolt, and then we bolt again, and then we starfall. Okay, so the game wants me to starfall, so I wonder what that overlap means. You can rotate sigils with the Q and E keys or the mouse wheel. So that would be the optimal shape there, right? Make use of every last component of our moon. And then we hit him with another bolt. When you can't play any more cards, press the end turn button. You'll draw 5 new cards on your next turn. I'm assuming this is my health. Yep. Blocking damage. This enemy is attacking. Protect the moon by playing cards with rune shield. Okay, so we're not defending ourselves. We're protecting the moon. All right. So enemy region. Inside the region, it doesn't matter where the rest of the tiles are, just the shield runes. Or outside the region. Okay, so my placement of how I defend myself also matters a good deal. Regions only affect enemies in the same region. Runes only affect enemies in the same region, I'm sorry. To block this enemy, the tile with the shield rune must be within the glowing region of the enemy's attack. Or, yes, Close enough. We'll close that tutorial. So we apply shield to this rune's region of play, on play. So I want to change to maybe, oh no, that was super unoptimal. Removing a sigil from the board frees space without doing any effects that have already happened. Let's go up here and we can remove this sigil from my board. So I applied the ward and then I can remove the sigil from the board to be able to make more room for things that I want to block with. That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, that I'm feeling real smart at the moment. That's an amazing, that is really cool. All right, I can press R to end the turn faster. Okay. When your draw pile runs out of cards, your discard pile is shuffled back into your deck. All right, this guy is planning to buff himself, so let's hit him with the bolt. Let's go in there with a rune just because we can, just so we can figure out more stuff of what's going on with the mechanics of this game. We'll dissipate that rune. Actually, what if we dissipated this one? Oh, but then it won't be inside the region. Ah, I see. Well, it's a good time for me to be practicing my shapes like a toddler, learning about shapes for the first time. I'm fitting these blocks into the shape of a moon. I should be able to just end his life here, right? Bolt, bolt. Yeah, bolt, bolt, bolt. Okay, new card. Choose a card to permanently add to your deck. Echoing Bolt. Turn start. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. Persist 2. This sigil stays on your board for an additional X turns. Okay, charge gives me temporary focus. Focus increases all damage dealt by this. All damage dealt by this card is increased by X. Adjacent sigils temporarily gain focus 5. Handful of gravel. Add 3 cards of gravel to your hand. They inherit the sigil's focus, if any. All right, so I don't have any focus synergies yet. I do like the idea of being able to just keep something on the board to be able to deal some extra damage, but focus sounds good too. But this is a really big sigil. This is a really big sigil. I almost said rune, but the runes are the things within the sigils. We'll go ahead and take Echoing Blast. All right, so what do we have here? Sigil Forging, removal. Remove a tile from one of your cards. That sounds really powerful. I can add a shield rune to one of my cards, or I can do some fighting, remove some cards, take a card, do some fighting. Let's remove a tile from one of my cards and see what that does. Rays of light illuminate the sky, echoes of a power long past. Harvest the lights to remove a tile from one of your cards. Permanently remove a tile from one of your cards. What happens if I remove the middle tile from a bolt? Can I do something funny like that? I can. I could just remove this middle. I don't think that's an optimal play. It's not an optimal play, but I could do it if I wanted to. The important thing is that I have the choice. I mean, the smart thing to do would just be making the smaller cards smaller, especially something that stays on the board for an extended period of time. That'd probably be the logical play. How logical of a gamer are we? I don't think we're really, or I don't know, because these ward shapes are really, really awkward. At least this I can fit onto many edges, but this, especially because the rune needs to be within the play area to be able to affect defense. So let's go ahead and remove a shape from one of the wards. So let's remove a tile from one of the wards. I think that's the most logical play. That's really cool. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, sirs. Please leave my moon alone. Let's take out the lower HP one first. I'm already partially, no, I'm only partially defended. Let's see. Does this pay off? Does this give me dividends instantly? It kind of does. Not really. Let's see. I don't really want to be taking up too much space where I could be blocking. Persist. Sigils with Persist remain on the board with for multiple turns. They often have effects that occur every turn. Sigils normally expire after 1 turn, so a sigil with 1 stack of Persist will last a total of 2 turns. Cool. And I guess we just bolt this guy. What a cool game. Alright. What do we want to do here? He's just buffing himself, so we can go full send it. 100% offense. We'll bolt. We'll remove the bolt to add a bolt. And then there's not much reason to do this besides I want to fill my board up. I wonder how broken I can make things. Alright, Crescendo. Play to deal 5 damage and play to infuse this card with multi-strike. That's a cool card. Corlim's Verse. Play to activate the turn start effects of all non-hostile sigils in play. Or Twin Flare to deal 4 times 2 damage and draw a card. I like the idea of giving something multi-strike as the game progresses, but that thing's huge. All damage dealt by this card hits an additional X times. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Let's go high damage. Whoa, that thing looks amazing. Ghost. Sigils with Ghost can have other sigils placed on top of them. Any covered tiles are removed from the board. Watch out, some hostile Ghost sigils may have negative effects when you overlap them with one of your sigils. Alright, so what happens? Moldering Hex. Temporarily gain Decay 5. What does Decay 5 do? Is there a way for me to see that? Okay, there it is. Just click on it and it shows you. Overlapping sigils, it has Ghost. All damage dealt by this card is reduced by X. That's a lot of X. This enemy is planning to place a hostile sigil on your board. Man, I don't like you. I just got this really cool sigil too, and now you're gonna basically make it useless for this fight? Oh. Disgusting. Absolutely filthy. Uncalled for. Alright. Absolutely uncalled for. I'm not liking that. Alright, what did these do? Withering Hex. Temporarily gain Decay 5. This guy is going to hit me. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see, how do I make it so that my other ward is placed down? So I can remove the Starfall now. I can ward to protect myself more efficiently. And then just bolt the guy, right? Yeah. And I don't take any damage for it. My moon is protected. I am gonna need to ask you to stop doing that. I would very much like to hurt you. And I can't do that if you keep playing these withering effects on me like a jerk. Oh, he's gonna do a massive amount of damage. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Woof. Alright, my moon's gonna crack open a little bit. And not in a good way. Okay, we've still got a good amount of HP. It's fine. We're panicking for nothing. It's absolutely fine. Multi-strike him. Can I get the finishing blow? I am a fool. It's fine. He's dead. He's dead. Echoing Blast is going to get him. There we go. It was going to pay off. Stargaze. Adjacent sigils, draw a card. See beyond the drawn 3 cards and infuse a card in your hand with focus 2. What does infuse do? Gives a bonus to the card for the rest of the encounter. How about we try charge? I do have the multi-strike cards. I'm sure that's going to be relevant. You sense a fleeting power in the moon's light tonight. It won't last long. Harvest the power to permanently give prepared to a card in your deck. What does prepared do? Starts each combat in your hand. Well, that's going to be Crescendo. Because being able to have that on turn 1 is going to be very useful. What is this? Forbidden Artifact. Or I can give Bolster, but shield runes on this card reduce enemy attacks by an additional X damage. I can gain a card pack. In order to gain this Forbidden Artifact, I am going to need to do something risky. Let's see how bad the elite encounters are. This is a formidable foe. Whoa! Blueprint sigils. You can use blueprint sigils to plan out your turn before you place anything. To place a blueprint sigil, you right click instead of left click. Oh! What? This card has no effect. This card has no effect. This card has no effect. I'm sure it has effects. Don't lie to me, game. I don't appreciate when I'm being lied to and drawn into a false sense of security. Okay. Since he is not attacking me, this guy's freaking amazing. Look at him. He's aura farming on me. What even is this supposed to be? I'm terrified, but at the same time so curious about what's going on in this game. I mean, I know the void is trying to eat the stars, but I digress. Let's see what happens when I do... Wait, it wants me to make a blueprint. Oh, I can't overlap them. Oh, no. Oh, I see. I see now. Okay, crescendo it is. Woof, that's rough, buddy. Okay, at least my moon gets to become unshackled. I forgot about the whole ghost and not being able to overlap thing. These things do not have ghosts on them, so I cannot overlap them. That only removes non-hostile, so this would actually just take space up. All right, let's hit them with the bolts. Strike like that. Go this way, remove one of the bolts to be able to hit him again. What a cool game. This is definitely going to break my brain a little bit. I can feel it. I'm gonna have to play this much slower than I do other roguelikes. It's just gonna be one of those experiences. We'll do this. We'll put Echoing Blast here. Like so. See, I can plan this out by right-clicking there. Then I can right-click. Oh no! Oh, I've done made a mistake. Wait. Wait. Back into the hand. Like that. Wait, I'm trying to plan this out and I'm not doing it very effectively. I am a fool. My brain is breaking right now trying to figure this out. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm gonna get cooked. He's doing 30 damage to the moon. I think I'm in trouble. Let's go that way. We'll dissipate the crescendo. Where's the zone of influence? Down there. Is there a way for me to be able to put a... There is. Okay, so we can stay on the offense as well. And then just take casually half of the remaining health pool, a little bit more than half of the health pool. Just casually. Wow, that hurt. I can gain a handful of gravel. Barbed Buckler applies shield to the area and has 2 runes there. And adjacent sigils gain 3 focus. That's pretty cool. Glimpse of Dawn. Turn start, deal 11 damage to the enemy with the least remaining health. Who needs defense when the enemy is dead? Astral Gem recovered, a long-lost jewel from the crown of creation rippling with power. Claim it. What does that do? An orb pulsating with the power of creation used to forge powerful upgrades, you say. Alright, what is this forbidden artifact? The moon is gonna break. Ooh. Alright. Our paths cross again, frail one. Use this gift to destroy those who oppose you. Accept the gift and acquire an artifact. Alright, new artifact. Choose an artifact. Moribund tincture, or that's not a tincture, that's a tonic. If the moon has less than 20 HP after a combat, it heals to 20. I mean, that's my baseline right now. That might not be a bad choice just to stay above the drowning point. Gauntlet of Rukos. Comment down below what you think the pronunciation of that gauntlet is supposed to be, because I have fumbled it at least 3 different ways. You can skip most non-combat encounters to add an attack rune to a card in your deck. Okay. Or Chaos Talisman on pickup, acquire 2 other okay, we gotta gamble. It was never a choice. What does Astral Dust do? The shattered fragments of an Astral Gem, collect 3 to recombine them. It was never a choice though. It's gotta be this Chaos Talisman. We gamble. Roll the dice. What do we get? Light! All bolts gain multi-strike 2. That sounds incredibly powerful. Or Moonblade. And Moonblade. My attacks deal 10% more damage. Alright. I mean, that's pretty powerful, right? I just get the full send it with that? Alright. I can add a shield to rune to one of my cards. Let's add it to one of our bolts, because now they have multi-strike. I'm sure it doesn't work that way. Rays of light illuminate the sky, echoes of a power long past, and harvest the light. Astral Gems. You can spend Astral Gems to increase the effectiveness of most upgrades and cards and rewards. Astral Gems are difficult to earn, so use them wisely. Alright, I can add an extra rune. That's pretty neat. Ooh, these bolts are gonna do so much damage. If I just put them on the Echoing Blast, do they... Oh. Okay, well, thanks, game. I do appreciate the warning there. That is nice that you give me some clarity on the fact that they do not get to echo the runes. In that case, why don't I go ahead and put it on the Dissipate? Let's add an extra rune to it, and then we'll put the runes like so. And now I'll have 8 block on that single card, which sounds great. Card pack or a heal. I guess we'll see how badly this encounter goes. Twisted Archivist. All of these monsters look so dang cool. Gosh, game, how did you get so cool? How are you so freaking cool? I like this so much. Okay, we'll ward up. We will... I made a mistake. I'm an idiot. I could have done so much more if I put the Dissipate first to remove the Starfall. It's okay. We don't need the shielding. It's fine. It is perfectly fine. Okay, we'll Crescendo and then bolt him. Charge here. Echoing Blast here. Ward this way. Oh. I don't think there's a way for me to be able to put the... I should learn how to use that planning mode. I don't think there's anything clever I can do here is the problem. Actually, no, there is. Right here. Like this. Oh, I'm so smart. I feel like a genius playing this game. I didn't even need that. That guy died anyway. It's fine. But I feel so incredibly smart. Corlum's Verse again. Barbed Buckler. Applies Force Shield. Focus Strike. Deal 7 damage. If this sigil has focus, deal 7 additional damage. I don't like any of these choices. We're going to skip and grab this Astral Dust. And as cocky as I am, I think the better play here is to heal before we take on this Astral Titan, because the stars seem to be at rest. Repair to recover 25 health. I just repaired the moon. I fixed the moon, guys. We're gonna be okay. All right, Astral Titan. Let's see what you've got, buddy. Mooncaller Titan. Holy crap, these monster designs are beautiful. I mean, absolutely amazing. I mean, he doesn't attack me, so we just go offensive first. We'll just go on the aggression. It is a bit of a shame that I don't get to use my dissipate in a way that would actually help me or this ward. I should probably start planning my turns out if I'm going to. Why are there more moons? Those aren't moons. What did these do? All right, Ire. Turn start, apply 1 stack of strength to the boss. On board, when this moon dies, deal 22 damage to the boss. Moon of Wrath. At turn start, applies 3 stacks of strength to the boss. When this moon dies, deal 33 damage. Oh my gosh. Alright, so these guys aren't hurting me, so I don't have to defend in that way, but there's this huge area I need to defend in. Okay, let's do Echoing Blast here. Oh wait, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's right click on these and actually think about how our turn should look before we make any choices on how we should be attacking. Because Echoing Blast needs to have like that, and then I have plenty of room for that. So that's all of my. All right, so how did I execute again? I just click on them. I need to kill these things ASAP. Echoing Blast, Glimpse of Dawn, gain some shield. The moon takes a little bit of a beating. It's okay, we're still above, but what is all this? This enemy, oh, I am having a stroke. All right. Enemy moon defeated. You can now play your sigil on this moon's tiles. A moon's heart has been added to your hand. That's a cool mechanic. I just turned his moon into my moon. I just moonceptioned him. Did I just talking no jutsu the moon? All right, what is this? This guy's planning to put a lot of sigils on my board. I don't like that at all. All right, play, exhaust this card, turn, start, draw a card, and it's eternal. I just get to draw an extra card every turn? That's nutty. That's, oh wait, but now I can't. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if that ends up punishing me. If this particular placement ends up punishing me. I can't just dissipate it at some point, right? Yeah, it should be fine. All right, Starfall. Hit this guy. Then we, because Echoing Blast and Glimpse, how does trigger order resolve? Is it like a top, left, top? Or is it something else? How does that actually resolve itself? Because it does matter if this goes off first, because it deals 14 damage to all enemies, and then this would deal 13 damage to him. But if this goes off first, it does 13 damage to him, which would be a waste of the all damage from our Echoing Blast. I need answers. All right, bolt him. Get him with the lightning. Yeah, it's lightning. It's just moon lightning. And we don't need to defend this turn, so let's see how this resolves. That's a lot of sigils. Oh yes, okay. When an enemy attacks multiple times, your shield applies to each attack individually. Oh, cool. For instance, if an enemy attacks you 3 times for 7 damage each, you can fully block the attack with 7 shield. That's awesome. All right, what is this? Take 4 damage if this sigil has not been covered up, so I need to cover those sigils up. Let's see, we can Echoing Blast. Wait, hold on. There's so many cards in hand. Let's plan this out. So, Echoing Blast. Charge. Then what? Dissipate? Go that way? What do I do with this? There's nothing I can do, right? I can then dissipate. Oh, but there's other shapes I can use up there. Can I fit the crescendo? in here. Then I can bolt over. Nope, that's wrong. Bolt where? So I can crescendo this way. How do I tell if a card's been placed? Is there a indicator to show me that a card's been placed? You know what? It's fine. Let's full send it. I think he's dead anyway. So send this. Play this. Dissipate. Remove the crescendo. And then bolt. Yeah, okay. All right. So that was one enemy down. I'm sure I have to defeat all 3 Titans in a row for this to end, maybe. So let's see what these... I'm guessing these are supposed to be like rare or legendary cards, so they're yellow. Cloak of Omens. Transform this card into a Staff of Omens. What does Staff of Omens do? Play to transform this into the Cloak of Omens. So it alternates between shielding me and dealing a bunch of damage. That's pretty cool. Clarity. Exhaust this card. On board, the first sigil you play each turn is immediately removed from your board. Ooh, that sounds really good too. Play. Add a copy of Duplicate to your hand. Overlapping sigils temporarily gain Resonate 1. This sigil's play and Ash cast effects happen X additional times. Ooh, all of those are super cool. I like the idea of being able to play and then immediately remove. Oh, but then I'd have to think about the cards that have what are they called? Echoes? What was this called again? Persist? I'd have to think about what cards are persisting. Let's go with Reclamancy. Alright, the Obsidian Gavel. Whenever an enemy would take 10 or more damage, they take 30% more damage. Lunatri Runestone. At the start of each combat, add a random forbidden card to your hand. I'm not really dealing much of a 10 or more. It's a lot of like 5 times 3 and multiple damage sources with multi-strike. So I don't think the Obsidian Gavel's the play. I mean, I guess technically Echoing Blast and Glimpse of Dawn can get stronger with charge and would go over that 10 threshold, but I think overall it's not quite as good as I would like it. Let's take the Lunatri Runestone and see what happens with these forbidden cards. You have slain the first of the Astral Titans. No small feat, but the remaining 2 are even more formidable. Slay the others, free me, and I'll return the universe to peace and righteousness at last. Bye, cool owl. Wait. Oh. Okay. I thought he was leaving. He is not leaving. He's giving us a new area to play in. Behold, the Molten Crag, a world on the brink of destruction in the second Titan's wake. Alright. How do I want to do this? Astral Card Pack. Permanently add a card to your deck from a chosen card pack. Contains cards from other characters. I can forge a rune shield onto one of my cards, or I can remove a tile. I can remove a card. Focus. I do like the idea of removing a card. Or removing a card and removing a sigil would both be good. Swap 2 cards in your deck to swap. Choose 2 cards in your deck to swap shapes. Oh, very interesting choices. I do want to go after the elite combat, if I'm going to be honest. So let's go remove a symbol. Remove a shape. Or a tile from something. Let's make it so the bolts are more effective, I think, is the play here. We'll remove this one here. All bolts gain multi-strike too. That's so nutty. Card removal time. A dark star tugs at your very essence. It demands an offering. Who do I want to remove from the deck? I think it's Starfall, if I'm going to be honest. It's so large. It's so large and the bolts are just more efficient. I mean, it does have the shield on it, but it's just such a large card. I like having the room to be able to maneuver my sigils onto the moon. Looming Augmenter. All right. Siphon. Exhaust this card. Turn start, infuse each card in your hand with focus 1. Ooh, it's eternal. Let's split the moon in half here. We will glimpse the dawn. I will not glimpse the dawn. Let's go ahead and crescendo. We'll bolt. We'll dissipate. Get rid of the bolt. And then we'll bolt again. What is this? Augment your totem. Play to add a copy of duplicate to your hand. I like that. And then I can sigil overlap. You know, I really should play defensive, but I also just want to be able to hit things really hard. Oh, I should have put the charge down first, right? I'm playing this... not playing this very well. I'm not playing this very well at all. I just take 1 damage from each of them. That's fine from each of those attacks. It is fine. Maybe I do it like this. Let's go up here. We'll echoing blast this guy. Forgot that I actually have to defend. Gosh, I'm a genius. Alright, it's fine. We're learning the game. We're learning the game. I need to start right-clicking and planning my turn out instead of just dropping the damage. It's okay. I'm just so excited about the cool things I can do in this game. I really am. Alright, so Replimancy goes here. Then I put my sigil here. Bolt goes here. Crescendo doesn't have a room to fit. What if I put... I'm playing so unoptimally. What if I put that there? What if I put that there? What if I put this here? What if I put ward here? Remove that. Move this. Move this. What if I put Replimancy down here? I put the bolt here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so Replimancy for duplicate. Play it over this guy here. Activate this ward. Does it actually do anything? Do I need to... Oh, it doesn't apply to the rune. Ah, it's okay. Bolt him. Let's do... charge here. Gosh, it's so difficult. I need to ward. I need to defend. We'll dissipate here. Remove this. Echoing blast over here gives it the focus to deal 1,000,000 damage. And we're defended. And we're fine. And he's dead. It's okay. Bye-bye, Looming Augmenter. Reshape Plus. Play infuse a card in your hand with this shape and exhaust this card. That sounds pretty good. Find opening Deal 7 damage 2 times to each enemy that is not attacking. Meh. Or another glimpse on. Maybe I just go ahead and skip here. I do like reshape. Let's get reshape. Gosh, this game is so cool. Lava Shell Steward. What does this guy do? This enemy can't take damage. If it would, it instead loses 1 stack of impervious. Whew. Okay, that's fine. Let's ward up first. We can crescendo. What is fading defense? Infuse this card with ghosts. That's a really powerful sigil, right? Because now he has ghosts and I can just defend that huge area and I can place more sigils on top of it. Wait, oh, I guess it happens next turn. Okay. Can I glimpse the dawn and still place both shapes? I cannot. I can't do it. All right, in that case, I just want to hit him with the bolt several times so that I can break this impervious. Thank goodness for multicast, man. Let's do apply shield. Give this the bolt. Bolt also now just has this shield rune. That's pretty cool. We will ward like that. We'll ward like that. And then we'll Echoing Blast because that does not need to be in the attack area to affect them. This game really is going to be a brain melter. I can see myself wanting to do multiple runs but not having the mental capacity to be able to do it. Replimancy, duplicate, do it onto the bolt. Hit him. All right. Replimancy plus, you say? I can get 2 duplicates into my hand. I mean, the second verse same as the first. So nice you do it twice? Heck yeah. I do like taking the elite combat here. I am very much tempted by this elite combat. Starlight Echo. Gosh, stop having such cool monsters. Play to draw 2 cards. What does this do? What? Alright, so it takes up my entire moon. It is eternal. And every time that I overlap, they temporarily gain persist 1. Oh no. Alright, we'll charge first. We want to crescendo. We'll glimpse the dawn here. Up there. You know, I'm not even worried about defending at this point. I don't really think I am. I just want to hit him really, really hard. Oh, I can still fit this. Unfortunately, it's not in the right section to be able to actually defend me, so there's no point. Okay, now the question is, these things don't actually do anything, right? So I just sit here looking like an idiot. I can dissipate. Crescendo. All right, if I Replimancy something, I mean, I just don't do anything with it. Let's reshape. I want to be able to reshape so that I can actually make use of the room, but I can't. It's just better to reshape the bolt. It really is. It's fine. We take a little bit of damage. These types of effects are going to mess with my brain, man. What a cool mechanical thing. Alright, what does this do? Another Void Echo? This guy's just making me sit here doing literally nothing with my turns as my cards are permanently sticking onto the board. Torment plus. Discard a card and draw 2 cards. I do like me some looting. Upgrade a card to retain. Let's upgrade a card for retain. Oh no, I had to do this elite combat. I'm probably gonna die. Star Shackled Kin. Alright. Dust Winnow. If you have not gained any Astral Dust this encounter gain. Okay, I guess we'll do the just to get it out of the deck. We'll charge. Do Glimpse of Dawn. Apply 5 stacks of death. What does death do? When this enemy reaches 20 stacks, it instantly dies. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, play Crescendo. Can't do Bolt, really. I mean, I guess I can. Fine. It's okay. This guy has 400 freaking health. Death Weave. Take 8 damage if this sigil has not been covered up. Okay. Reshape. We reshape this ward. Let's ward up this way. Let's ward up. Let's dissipate this way. There. Let's get rid of the. Oh, I don't want it to. I don't want to get rid of any sigils because I need to cover them up in order to be able to not die. I have to remove a sigil. I guess it's the Glimpse of Dawn. Boy, howdy, I don't like any of this nonsense. It's got 450 life. 450 life, and he's only getting stronger. Alright, we'll apply our shields. Let's get duplicate going. I will place a ward here. I'll do Echoing Blast here. We'll do Torment here to discard this bolt. We'll do another Replimancy. I will duplicate here. This is going well. Oh, I'm supposed to be using the Doom mechanic to avoid dying to him, aren't I? I just have to apply all stacks of Doom before he can kill me. Is that how this... Is this a gimmick fight? I've played the Souls games before. I should know how gimmick fights go. Or I could just, you know, bash my head against him really hard. That is technically a solution. I don't think it's the winning solution, but it is technically a solution. Look at all of these Death Weaves. Alright, dissipate. Wait. Okay, dissipate onto this Echoing Blast. Sucks, but I have to do it. Go this way. Discard this. Discard this. We go Replimancy again. Duplicate this way. Bolt. Oh look, I've used up my entire moon. Okay, beautiful. Still take 1,000,000 damage because I am bad at gimmick fights apparently, and I'm paying too much attention to what's going on my... Could I duplicate the death? Oh! Oh, I clutched it. Ooh. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, that was close. That was very close. That was very, very close. Let's just take the Astral Dust. We'll do a... I wonder what happens if I retain plus. Alright, let's harness his power. I can't do anything additional with retain. Let's put it onto our Replimancy plus. I have 10 life left. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure I won't die. The stars above are moving of their own accord, forming flickering patterns in the darkness. Observe the patterns and open a card pack. Astral Gem requires a... or rares require an Astral Gem. Alright, let's open up this card pack. Choose a card to add to my deck. I kind of want to take clarity here. I like clarity. It's cool, but I like clarity. All right, we gotta heal. We gotta do it. Let's repair the moon. And Astral Titan. Dread Coil Titan. All right, what the heck does this guy do? I'm terrified. Look at him. Oh, the music is ramping up and everything. Holy smokes. Everything about rotate the moon clockwise? What does that do in this situation? How does that help me? Returning. This card returns to your hand when discarded and can be played X amount of times per turn. This card can't have its shape or runes changed. Or what does Harness do? Useless. It does nothing. It does nothing. Because there's no fragile sigils are removed from the board when the board is filled completely. Use your space efficiently to get the most out of fragile cards. Duplicate. Oh, that doesn't do anything. It's fine. We'll just take the damage. I mean, I can moonch. I mean, it doesn't matter. The ward's already where the ward is. Will ward. Oh, but that's a very specific location for my ward to need to be in. Let's moon shift it. Let's ward it. Let's dissipate. Let's moon shift again. Now we dissipate. Let's moon shift again. What a mechanic. Turn this way. We put the ward down here. Then we bolt him. This guy has 1 billion health though. Dealing damage to this enemy removes that many stacks of moon shatter. When it has no stacks of moon shatter left, it will be stunned for a turn and destabilize the moon. Overlapping sigils temporarily gain decay 3. Okay, we... Alright, let's put clarity on board. Let's put it on board like that. Replimancy. It immediately removes itself? Oh, I guess this is technically the first sigil that was played this turn. We need to moon shifting doesn't help. Unless I do it like 16 times. Let's see, I need to put this here and then we moon shift like 1 billion times. Right? If I duplicate, hold on. If I place... What if I duplicated the moon shift? Place the ward up here. That's weird. Okay, why don't I duplicate the moon shift? So duplicate the moon shift. We moon shift again. Where can I place ward? I need to moon shift again. Then we defend. And then just for giggles, let's moonshift. Let's fill up the whole board and moonshift around. The moon is spinning in circles. Okay, take some damage. We're so close to being able to walk away from this one. What is this? Take 8 damage if this not been covered up. I hate you. Dude, what a vicious boss. I think I get rid of the charge. Let's ward here. Let's reshape the Echoing Blast. Let's Echoing Blast there. Let's dissipate the ward. Let's Moon Blast. Let's bolt here. Spin. Spin? No spin? Spin. Okay. That is already covered by Sigil. Spin here. Spin. Oh, golly. Spin again. Thank you, Moonshift. And just keep spinning. Just keep rotating. It even kind of looks like a crescent moon. This is going swimmingly. This is going well. Nothing is going to go wrong. We are going to win this fight. I'm entirely sure of it. Please win this fight. Okay, it's stunned now, right? This enemy is planning to do something to the moon. I mean, I wish you wouldn't. I would appreciate if you didn't. I understand that you want to, but boy howdy would it be nice if you just did not do that. Okay, can I overlap the overlap? Did that do anything? It didn't do anything. I was just seeing whether or not it did. Oh, what is this? What? What? What is this? What is this? What? 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 Oh no. Oh, it's all messed up. I don't have anywhere near the amount of damage. Then I need to kill this guy. Dude, what kind of wackiness is this? I go down to 1 HP. Is there a way for me to win this? Gosh, if I can clutch out a victory here, it'd be the sickest thing ever. Oh, it'd be so sick if I could clutch a victory out somehow. I don't think it's gonna happen, but boy, would that be cool. Oh no! He only takes double damage while the moon is expanded, and it only stays expanded for that one turn. All right, well, this was a good attempt. What a cool boss mechanic. Wow, all right. I am genuinely impressed by this game. I'm gonna be playing this a lot. I can tell you guys that now already. This is going to consume my life. There's absolutely no way I'm winning this fight, but we're gonna go out swinging. We made a good attempt at it, but the just insane amount of mechanics going on in this game and the different ways that you really have to think about how to get your board optimized it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but we will get there eventually. Until then, this has been an absolutely fantastic game. Let's go ahead and let this Titan wreck me and see what happens after we die. We did what we could without a guardian. Oh, okay. I was trying to read that, but okay. New content has been unlocked. All right, some new cards. More content has been unlocked. More content. Without a guardian, the cosmos will slowly sink into an everlasting darkness. I have unlocked Aladara, the Shard Keeper. Wow. Absolutely fantastic game. I mean, genuinely very impressive. All right. To wrap up this first bite, I can say that the mechanics of the game are fantastic. I do like the idea that energy is not the only thing that you have in order to just make infinite combos. Being able to use the space in those with those triangles is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool concept. I don't think I've ever seen another game, at least not a roguelike deck builder, try to make a puzzle out of the way that you're supposed to play your deck, so that's pretty cool. Lots of really cool monster designs, lots of really cool card designs. I don't think I have anything bad to say about this one. If you guys are interested, I will go ahead and leave a link to the Steam page in the description below. If you enjoyed the content, I would greatly appreciate if you liked, comment, and subscribed. Until then, this is Magna, clocking out.